Hi everyone. Today I'm here to share with you a little bit of love. What do you do when a tornado hits? When you're doing a family session and all the children present want different things, they're running in different directions, and then one of the children, who's over 5 years old, starts screeching and screaming and kicking. So for a couple of minutes I tried a few things that did not work, and then I sat down the child who's screaming and I said, "Do you know what it sounds like to me when you're screaming like that?" And of course, she probably anticipated one of the usual responses. Maybe she thought I would say she's hungry, angry, or needs a consequence. But instead, I looked at her and I said, "You know what it sounds like? It sounds like, Grace, like you need a lot more love." And she just looked at me. And I said, "Yes. When you're screaming, that's what it sounds like to me, that you need a lot more love. So while your brothers continue to play, let me give you some special kind of love." I said, "I'm not your mother, so I'm obviously not going to hug you or kiss you. That's not my style to do during a session. But I said, I can give you a different kind of love. Here, open your hand." And with that, I took some love from my heart and I passed it to her in her outstretched hand. And I said, "Can you put that in your heart?" And she did. And then, after speaking to her for several more minutes, I had her other siblings join us. And together, we had this amazing mindfulness time where we all put self-love inside ourselves. And I continued, "Put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And think of a time when you did something nice that you enjoyed, however small. And put that little memory inside your heart. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And think of one small thing that you like about yourself. And put it in deep inside your heart. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And think of one thing that you did for someone else, however small, and put that kindness deep inside your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And think of one thing, however small, that you're grateful for. And put that goodness deep, deep inside your heart." And we kept going on. And the children were so calm at the end of this 7-minute exercise. And we were able to go back to playing. They were playing alongside each other now. There was a room full of toys, and we got a lot more problem solving done. And as one of the children started to rev up again, a bit later, we just reminded ourselves, we all need to give ourselves a lot more love. America is one family, and we look at the news and people are running off in all directions, and we know we need to give ourselves a lot more love. A lot more self-love, starting with loving ourselves. And then it gets shared with those around us, with our family, our friends, our community. When I give workshops on building relationships and spreading love, I talk about something called boxing in time. Boxing in is the idea that you want to box in time for your child or spouse or friend. So imagine if in 2 hours you're planning to spend, say 5 minutes, 2 minutes, a half hour with your child, friend, spouse. Imagine if you boxed in that time to solidify it, and you said to your child or spouse, "I'm so excited. In 2 hours, we're going to be playing that game, and I can't wait." Or, "After I do this work project, we're going to be going out together, and I actually really look forward to that." And then, right before you spend time with them, you want to box in that time, and then you say again to your child or spouse, "Here, take my phone. I'm shutting it off. Put it in the, kitchen cabinet or, in my purse. For the next 5 minutes, it's just me and you." And then during that time, even if it's just for 2 minutes, you say, "Wow, child or spouse, it's so much fun spending time with you." And then, after that time is up, you want to remind that loved one, before, when we played together, when we went out, that made my day. That was enjoyable to me. I can't wait to do it again. This, in advance, right before the event, during the event, and after the event, showing this love has a profound influence on creating a bond more than just the time that we're spending with our loved one. And then I talk about a hang up versus hold on relationship. A hang up relationship is what many of us do naturally. Imagine if you're on the phone with someone and you have to go and you say bye and you hang up the phone. You disconnect, right? And you're no longer on the phone with them. But what about if you're on the phone and you want to do something in the house, right? And you keep them on. You just say, hold on, I need to finish this activity. I'll be right back with you. Essentially, you still have the connection. That connection is still live. What we want to do with our loved ones is create a hold-on relationship. But typically, many times, we end up using what we call the hang-up relationship. A child asks, can I tell you a story? And a parent responds, not now, I'm busy. The child says, or a spouse says, can we go out? And we respond, I'm too tired. How many times a day do we say to our loved ones, not now, I'm busy, no? Are we hanging up on them? Imagine if we changed our relationship to a hold-on relationship. We start to say yes. We may say yes, hold on, but we don't hang up. The child asks, can I play a game with you? And we answer, sure. First, we're going to eat supper. Our spouse asks, can we go out? And we say, I'd love to. Does tomorrow work? It's just changing the way we answer, right? Our answer is basically the same. Think in terms of yes and no. So instead of saying no, but we say yes tomorrow. Instead of saying no, not now, we say yes after supper. And even when we're so busy with other tasks, we are verbalizing that we are still emotionally connected. This maximizes our relationship, right? Because even when we're not talking to our loved ones, we did not shut them out of our relationship. It's all on hold. It's continuous. We can always practice showing and building love to our family, friends, and community by boxing in time before, during, and after the event and showing how much the time meant to us and by using a hold-on relationship. So we share our love with ourselves, our community. We share our love with our country, right? We hang flags, we sing the national anthem, we praise the freedoms that America stands for. And the one person who shows our country love that knows no bounds is President Donald Trump. When President Trump fights to get stimulus checks to the American people, that is love. It's the love of providing for Americans. When President Trump secures American energy independence, that is love. When President Trump secures borders, and we're not talking about immigration, rather he secures it from people who come in and do crime, that is love. That's the love of providing security to us. When President Trump appoints a gay person and woman, it is the love of acceptance. When President Trump cuts the regulation and lowers our taxes, that shows his love for the Americans. When President Trump creates peace in the Middle East, that is love, the love of friendship and peace. When President Trump creates millions of jobs, that is love. Love showing he believes in the American worker. When President Trump withdrew from the Iran deal, that is love. Love has limits, and limits are a healthy part of showing the world where we stand. Our troops coming home and the president's respect for our veterans perhaps shows the greatest love the president has for America, the community, and each individual citizen. When Trump sends a gift to a little girl who gets her Make America Great Again hat taken away, that shows his love of kindness and compassion. When he helps countless individuals after disasters have affected them, it is with the greatest love, care, and concern for the American people. The way Trump has helped blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, that shows his love. Love as in a bond, a promise, a place of security, a place of respect, equality. Even way before he was president, there are endless examples of his love for America, the community, and each individual citizen. One such example was by 9/11 when he paid out of his own pocket workers to find bodies. That is the true love for the citizens of America. When President Trump called the two high schoolers who were suspended for waving the flag onto the stage at a rally in Ohio, that's love. When you attend a Trump rally, you feel the love for America. You feel the love he has for every community, every walk of life, and for our country. And you know this is the America you want your children to grow up in. And perhaps President Trump's greatest love for our country is shown in his tweets to the American people. Remember when we spoke earlier about boxing in, which means setting aside time and showing excitement before, after, and during the relationship? I have no better example than President Donald Trump, who had a lifestyle of luxury and set all that aside to help America, all out of his burning love for our country, to box in time for our people. And perhaps we can take this one step further. It's President Trump who says in every tweet, "I'm so excited to be going to this rally." And right before the rally, he says it's going to be amazing. And during the rally, he says it's the most amazing rally, the most amazing country. And of course, afterwards, he's tweeting us what we won't see on the news, showing us how amazing the rally was. And then he makes sure he's an on-hold relationship with the American people. He keeps those tweets continuous, just as someone who loves his country and the people would do. If you read Trump's tweets, you see every single day he's thinking of the people who have been hurt, killed, innocent lives taken, thinking of each American, thinking of what else he can do to better our lives, what else he can do, what else he can do, what else he can do. And even the minutes he's not tweeting, he is working for us, and we know that. He does not leave us to hang high and dry. He keeps us well informed with his next tweet, telling us in detail what he has been doing on our behalf and what he plans to do more for our country. Continuous, the way one shows a passion and love. President Trump gets attacked with 20 different gaslighting tactics from the left. You can watch about those in my other videos. And yet, every single day he gets up like nothing happened and fights to bring you a better, brighter future. That is true love. It's the love of compassion, kindness, optimism, security, safety, wisdom, service, belief, and promise. When someone loves their country and the citizens, they show it with actions. Actions speak louder than words, but engaging in both is most powerful. President Trump does exactly this. He loves his country, every community, and each individual. So I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And with my hand on my heart, I know we want someone to love our country like President Donald Trump loves our country. And we want someone to love our communities like President Trump loves our communities. And we want someone to love our families the way President Trump loves our families. And this is why we will all vote for President Donald Trump. And this is why I ask you to take the challenge and by midnight tonight, encourage 2 more people to register to vote for 4 more years. The Trump Challenge. Thank you, President Trump, for your endless devotion and love. May God bless America.